Happy Thursday, you guys. We got a fun little work set coming at you after that nice long rounder. Short, but long rounds yesterday. That was good times. Today we have a nice chipper style. So we went rounds yesterday, we're going chippers today. Still not gonna be a super long workout, but it's gonna have that nice little longer feel of getting kind of into deeper reps, unlike yesterday where the rounds went pretty quick. What we got before we get to the workout? Let's talk about our warm-up. Plank lean for 2 to side plank for 3 seconds, 3 to 5 reps. Forearm plank with toe point, 20 to 30 seconds. Tuck hollow with extension for 20 seconds, 2 rounds. Into another piece right here, ankle pop for 10 seconds, rest 10 seconds. Jump squat for 5 to 10 reps, and a dumbbell deadlift for 3 to 5 aside, 2 rounds. And then our last piece is going to kind of work through our dumbbell snatch. We're going to work through our dumbbell launch high pull for 2, into a dumbbell snatch for 3, and then you're going to hold the last rep for 5 to 10 seconds. You're going to do all of that on one side, then you transition sides, you'll go back to the high pull, into the snatch again, you'll hit that up, and then do some dumbbell lateral jump overs for 20 seconds, 2 to 3 rounds. You'll hit that, you'll then move over into our work set, where you're going to take down 30 dumbbell snatches, 60 jump squats, and 90 double unders. Holy! Or a couple different exercises that we have for the double unders. So we have a few options there for you guys today. We'll have that at the workout description. But let's get you warmed up. Let's get you ready. Let's have some fun today. All right, guys, let's warm you guys up. Let's get those feet under the hips. Take the arms big and tall overhead. We're going to shrug those shoulders. We're going to pull them back down, keeping the arms nice and straight. We're going to pull both hands down behind the neck. We're going to pull the ribs in. Then we're going to walk the scapula. So press the elbow up, and then switch to the other side, and then over to the other side, and then back over. And one more time per side, and down. Good, big stretch up overhead, little shrug. We'll come back down with the arms, take it all the way to the floor. Touch those toes, walk up the shins. We'll come down, planting the hands. We're going to step back into our plank. We're going to hold this position for 3, 2, extend up into our down dog. We're going to press the heel, come back to center, extend into our plank. We're going to pull forward. And then we're going to press back to our plank and into our down dog. Set that position, heel, back to center, pull into the plank, pull forward, press back one more time, down dog, press the heel, back to center, extend, pull forward, back into the plank, we'll tiptoe those feet up. We'll roll ourselves up, big stretch. Clasp your fingers, press up and reach. Come back to center, take it down. And let's get you guys ready for action. If you would like to do a little bit more gentle warm-up, lizard lunge with rotation, twist, hip press, please be my guest, even some cat-cows just to get the shoulders ready and the hips ready. Pause the video, take that down. I'm going to get you ready moving into that next phase of work, which is going to start off with a plank lean to side plank. So what we're going to get you guys doing today, I'm going to get you at a head-on position so you can see the transition. I'm going to get myself set up in my plank. I'm going to pull my ribs and hips together, press through the shoulders. I'm going to lean to the left, just as far as I feel comfortable. Lean over to the right, again, as far as I feel comfortable. And then I'm going to come back through, and then as I shift my weight, I'm going to come into my side plank. I'm going to hold that side plank for 3 seconds. I'll come back to center. I'll shift my weight, and instead of doing a lean, I'll rotate up into my side plank, holding that for 3, and then I come back down. And then I would do that 3 to 5 times. From the side, I want to show you guys how this would look if I did a supported side plank. So again, I get into my good plank position, tight through the ribs, press through the shoulders. I get my lean first, and then I lean to the other side. I come back through, and as I shift my weight, I'm going to put my foot down, my knee down, and then continue rotating into that supported side plank. I come back down, grip the floor, come through my plank, I lean and shift my weight, lower my knee, and then open into that side plank process again. So it gives me a chance to work on that kind of practical application of shifting my weight, taking weight off that far hand to transition into my side lunge, side plank, just like we would be doing if we were shifting our weight to do a shoulder touch or something along those lines. So learning how to practically shift our weight so that we're supported strong through that single arm. After that, we're going to move into our forearm plank with toe point. So I'm going to get myself down to my table. I bring my forearms down and press through my shoulders. My elbows are underneath my shoulders and come into my plank. Pull my ribs and hips together. Point to toe. Come back down. Point to toe. Point to toe. Point to toe. You'll notice that I'm not lifting the leg. I'm just pointing my toe to take that foot off the ground into that three-point balance. So really don't focus too hard on lifting the leg. Just point that toe, put her down, point the other one. Just take your time transitioning back and forth. If the forearm plank is hard enough as is, just work that forearm plank, get comfortable with that 4-point balance, and get nice and strong through that midsection so that we can build into that toe point over time. We're going to continue on with the hamstrings and the core with our tuck hollow with extension. So I'm going to lay on my back. I'll probably give myself a nice big hearty stretch. I'm going to pull my ribs and hips together as I pull my shoulders and knees together into that tuck hollow. I'm going to try and keep the compression as I extend my legs straight and then pull my heels to my glutes. Again, I'm pausing at each side of the movement so I can show control. I'm also trying to move pretty slow and steady so I can work on really opening up through my leg and my hamstring. So try not to rush those. Try to keep as much rocking back and forth on our back to a minimum, and that'll be done by moving slow and concentrated. As a quick recap, we have a plank lean for 2 into side plank for 3 to 5 reps. Forearm plank to toe point, 20 to 30 seconds. Tuck hollow with extension for 20 seconds, and then 2 rounds of that piece. Pause the video, get that body ready to go, get it fired up, and we're gonna come back at you with the next phase, which is gonna be a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more hamstring. So what we're gonna start off with is a little bit of ankle popping, and you can substitute this as well with some skipping as well if you like. So 20 seconds of skipping instead of 10 seconds of ankle pops, but this is a nice place to get started. My feet are under my hips, my shoulders are relaxed, my elbows are kind of into the body, and my hands are just relaxing and holding onto my imaginary skipping rope. I'm going to start by just hopping and allowing my core to be tight, my glutes to be relatively tight, and just working on letting that knee and ankle do what it does naturally, which is absorb and return in that rebound. If I'd like to work again with that double under idea, I get my good hop in, working on my shape, and then I'm going to work on that hop, a little power jump. And as soon as I get that power jump, I'm going to make a little wrist flick or a little tighten of my hands to note when I have to get that wrist going for the double under. So it's a nice timing drill. Is it going to teach you exactly how to do a double under? No. But what it is going to do is it's going to get the timing of the foot and hand so you can start bringing that together with the rope as well as you practice and merge the two together. So play with that 10 seconds, rest 10 seconds, or 20 seconds of skipping as you get more warmed up. Then you're going to try and go directly after that 10 seconds of rest into a air squat, jump squat, or non-jumping jump squat. So regular stance for the squat. I'm going to show you my regular air squat, so I take it back and down. So my hips are going towards my heels. I'm trying to stay as upright as I can in my torso, nice and solid, and I come up. My non-jumping jump squat is the exact same thing, except it's a little more aggressive on the up and pulling down. So I take it down, and then I drive up and then down. So I'm trying to open and close really quickly, and then working on pulling down into that nice deceleration at the bottom of the squat. Likewise with the jump squat, it's the same thing, except I actually move the ground a little bit. So I come down, drive up, and then control that descent as I lower into the bottom of my squat. Making sure I'm taking away the impact and I'm landing soft and absorbing in that deceleration. My last exercise here is the dumbbell deadlift. So I'm going to grab my dumbbell. I'd like you guys to work on keeping this similar to the dumbbell snatch since we're doing that in our workout today. So my feet are going to go right over top of the dumbbell, so it's cutting my foot in half at the laces. I sit back and down, keeping my chest a little higher than I would for a traditional deadlift, and stand. Okay. Turning to the side, taking it down, I can take it all the way to the floor or to where I feel comfortable with my back position. So my hips drop down towards my heels, my chest stays up a bit. It's almost kind of like a little mini deadlift squat, and then I stand tall. I'm going to do two of those, and then, 3 to 5, my bad. And then I'm going to switch sides and work through it on the other side. So I'm just going to work on priming up those hamstrings, working with a little bit of leg burn from the skipping and or ankle pops into the jump squats into that, just to get those legs, those joints ready to go, fired up before we get too dynamic. So as a quick recap, ankle pop, 10 seconds, rest 10 seconds, jump squat, 5 to 10, dumbbell deadlift, 3 to 5 per side, 2 rounds, and then we're gonna move into our dumbbell snatch work. So pause the video, take that down. We're gonna move into that dumbbell snatch work, which is gonna start with a launch high pull. So it's kind of funky movement, but it's a little fun. I'm gonna deadlift the dumbbell up, so I come down, pick it up, and I'm gonna take the dumbbell to my knee. I'm gonna work on pulling the hips back and hinging slightly, so the dumbbell comes to my knee. I'm going to stand and drive through the legs, and get that dumbbell up to the chest and sternum. The elbow is gonna go high and outside, and again, I'll do it again. So I'll do 2 of these, and then from there, I'm gonna move right into a dumbbell snatch. So I'll take it down, a little bit deeper, stand, so I'll explore that high pull a little bit on my transition to the snatch. I'll come back down, I'll take it back down to the floor position, take it overhead, and on my last rep, I'm gonna hold that overhead position, locking in that lat, rib, glute, pressing to the sky for 5 to 10 seconds. Once the 5 to 10 seconds is done, I'll pull it down and I'll switch sides. So again, I pull it to my knee, work through the high pull, go through the snatches, and then hold my last rep overhead. After I've done both sides for all the reps, I'll put the dumbbell down, stand beside it, work a lateral jump over, skip over, step over, low step over. Whatever I'd like to play with, just to get my feet, my ankles, my heart rate up, get that ready to go, just to go for about 20 seconds, repeat, figure out where you're going for your snatches, and then we're gonna get you in the workout. So pause the video, quick little recap. We have our launch high pull for 2, dumbbell snatch for 3, hold the last rep for 5 to 10 seconds, repeat on the opposite side, and then you're gonna do some lateral jump overs, 20 seconds, and then we're gonna hit that and go right into the work set. So pause, come back to me, we're gonna talk about the workout and get you underway. So the workout today is a chipper style, triple chipper. So we have 3 exercises to go through that list one time through. We start with the snatch. We have 30 alternating snatches. So again with the snatch, I'm going to show you about 4 alternating snatches. I get that good start position from the floor or where I feel comfortable. I'm going to drive through the legs, taking it overhead, bringing it down all the way to the floor or my floor position for me. And I work through that good range of motion, alternating my hands, focusing on my position. If I finish my set, I'm going to rest. I'm going to make sure that I deadlift it down, maintaining my back position, so I'm not putting myself at risk of having some sore lower back because I'm flexing in my spine to put the dumbbell down. Whenever you're ready to go again, you just keep going until you've taken down 30 alternating reps. Then you're going to move into 60 jump squats or goblet squats. So the jump squat, we already had a bunch of options in the work set, so you can work through the air squat, the non-jumping jump squat, or the jump squat for 60 reps. Or if you'd like to slow things down a bit for that and work on some technique with a little bit of loading, take the same dumbbell you snatched, pull it under the chin, and work on that nice solid goblet squat for 60 smooth reps. They don't have to be fast. They just have to be steady, working the legs, working the squat. The jump squats don't even have to be fast. The only part that's fast about them is that acceleration up and then that deceleration down. So it's nice and steady. Nice chance, break it down. You got 60 reps. If you need to do smaller sets, small set, small rest, take it down, have some fun, and then move on to the last exercise, which is 90 double unders, or 180 singles, or a different exercise I'll have in the workout description for you guys to play with and make it yours for some cardio of choice. So again, 30 alternating dumbbell snatches, 60 jump squats or goblet, double under for 90 or single unders or another piece of cardio of choice. Done. One time through, have some fun, enjoy the chipper, work for quality everyone, and enjoy. I hope you have fun with this one, you guys. Have a great Thursday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.